Palestine. We urgently call upon the international community and the free people of the world to take immediate action and support our short-term demands. Number one, an immediate ceasefire to allow for dignified burials for our deceased in overflowing morgues, under rubble, and in crumbling buildings to prevent disease and outbreaks. Number two, the urgent restoration of water, food, fuel, medical supplies, and humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip of over 2 million people. Number three, immediate protection of medical facilities and the reversal of the illegal and inhumane evacuation orders implemented by Israel on hospitals and evacuation routes. Number four, the facilitation of safe passages for casualties and critically ill individuals in need of medical treatment and assistance. And number five, while the people of Gaza vehemently reject forced displacement, we insist on opening crossings for those seeking to evacuate and permitting the entry of medical and rescue teams along with their equipment into the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip has been under complete siege for more than 16 years and has endured relentless bombardments by artillery and airstrikes for the past 3 weeks. 2.2 million people are facing genocide as Israeli occupation has cut off food, water, fuel, electricity, internet access, cellular service. This constitutes as collective punishment. This is a war crime. This is genocide. This wave of attacks has resulted in the displacement of over 1 million people who sought refuge in UN schools and hospitals. The recent Israeli attacks on Al-Ahli Baptist Hospital claimed more than 700 lives, and other Israeli attacks rendered 4 other hospitals inoperative. Moreover, Israel has issued evacuation orders for 24 hospitals, including Al-Shifa Hospital, the largest hospital in Gaza. The World Health Organization has rightfully labeled these orders as a death sentence for the sick and injured. We implore the free people of the world to mobilize and call upon their respected governments to uphold international law and cease their military, political, and economic support for the illegal occupation and siege imposed on the Palestinian people. We implore the free people of the world to mobilize and call upon their respected governments to uphold international law and to cease their military and political and economic support of the illegal occupation and siege imposed on the Palestinian people.
We know that this has been the deadliest year for Palestinians in decades, with hundreds killed and wounded in the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and all of Palestine, thousands in prisons, including dozens and dozens of children. Where was our government's outcry when this has been happening? We reject this double standard and condemn those who perpetrate this double standard in the name of helping Jews. They help no one but their political careers and the weapons manufacturers making billions. We are ashamed of our president and his administration. We are ashamed. We are ashamed of our State Department and our UN representative, all of who do nothing but give the green light to Israel for this slaughter, and then try to gaslight us with their crocodile tears of concern for Palestinian lives. We condemn them all, and we will hold them accountable, including those in that building who recently passed a resolution, a shameful resolution that did not even recognize the basic humanity of Palestinians, especially Gaza. To all of them, Jews of conscience say, not in our name.
The truth is that history didn't start on October 7th. As much as the news media wants you to think that history started on October 7th, the Palestinian people have been catching hell for over 100 years. Before October 7th, Palestinian babies are killed regularly by the Israeli government. Killed. Before October 7th, Gaza was an open-air prison. Before October 7th, the people of Gaza didn't have 1 minute of self-determination despite the Zionist lie that they left and Palestinians ruined their own lives. It's a right-wing lie that we got to dissect with the truth, which is that for 100 years, there's been a settler colonial project. For 75 years, there's been ethnic cleansing. We got to tell the truth about that. What does it mean to tell the truth? To tell the truth is to say that the problem is not that Palestinians don't want peace. The problem is settler colonial apartheid states don't recognize that there will be never peace in the land until there is justice for the people.
No more on our watch. No more on our watch. Can we watch our family in Gaza pull out some infant toddler baby out of the rubble of a building that was destroyed, a building that was a hospital, it was a school, it was a home. No more toddlers being pulled. No more seniors, no more elders who've seen the 60s, who saw the 6-Day War. Picture it, picture it, picture it. There are people who were alive during the 6-Day War. There are people who were alive during the Nakba and now they're seeing their world destroyed. How far did they make it? What have they seen in their lifetime? What tears did they cry in their lifetime? What blood was spilled and they still lived? And so how dare you try to destroy them now, 2023? Hell no! Hell no! And so we're gonna be here for as long as it takes. We're gonna be here for as long as it takes. And don't tell me, don't ask me again, who do you stand with? And why do you stand with them? Who do you stand with? And why do you stand with them? I stand where my hero stood. Like Nelson Mandela, I know where he stood. Huey P. Newton, I know where he stood. The mighty, mighty June Jordan, all I know is she stood. And so, let's be very clear. The city of Philadelphia, as I close, is a powerful connection and universal collection of queers for Palestine. I'm gonna say it again, queers for Palestine. Don't get it twisted, don't get it twisted. This is about all the identities across the intersection of the beautiful tapestry of humanity. Coming together to say what now? Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! There is only one solution! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! There is only one solution! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! Come on, y'all!
Of a genocidal campaign. We are on day 22 of a genocidal genocidal campaign where its architects did not have to be tried in a court to be found guilty. They stood in front of cameras on microphones and told us that they would cut off water, that they would cut off electricity, that they would deny babies in a NICU center health. They told us that they would cause hell. They told us that they would bomb hospitals. They told us that they would bomb schools. They told us that they did not believe there were humans there. They have admitted to us their intent to destroy in whole or in part a people, a proud, noble people with a struggle for freedom. They have tried and used all power from the top down, from the media that has censored us, that has caused a blackout, from the UN Security Council using a sole veto against the world population. They have had to pass laws in Austria and Sweden to outlaw anti-colonial slogans that from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Because the only criminal thing is settler colonialism. The only colonial thing is colonial warfare. The only criminal thing is an ongoing genocide that even required the leader of empire, of global superpower, to lie, to tell the world that he saw pictures that never existed, to tell the world lies in order to convince you of a truth you already know. He got to get up and lie that the numbers were not true. He had to get up and lie to say that it was ceasefire that attacked the hospital. It has required lies, oppression, suppression. Now the Senate, rather than pass an immediate bill that ends all military support for Israel, right now, $3.8 billion to Israel right now. Instead of doing that, they passed resolutions attacking student activists, attacking students who have stood up bravely. They have lied to us and told us that this is about self-defense and about attacking Hamas. This is not a war on Hamas. This is a war on all Palestinians. This is a war on all Palestinians in the West Bank, in Jerusalem. Palestinians have been kidnapped in the middle of the night to imprison them. There are now 10,000 prisoners in captivity just for speaking. They have killed over 100 Palestinians in the West Bank where there is no Hamas, where there are no rockets. They are attacking Palestinians inside Palestine 48, where they have knocked on their doors to tear it down, thirsty for Palestinian blood. This is a genocidal campaign. Israel is the 11th most significant military power in the world. It is the 12th exporter of military equipment and technology to the world. It is the only nuclear power in the Middle East. They do not need military support. They need sanctions. They need sanctions. In 22 days, they have dropped the equivalent of a nuclear bomb on a besieged population, 80% of whom are refugees. Listen to that. 80% of whom are refugees who are dependent on food aid for survival. 50% are children, our babies. They are killing them before they can even stand up. They are killing them before they can even say, I am Palestinians, because this is a genocidal campaign. This is a criminal campaign. Last night, precisely because of this people power, precisely because this cannot be repressed, precisely because the thirst for freedom is insatiable and cannot be extinguished.
Use your power.
Israel plunged Gaza into complete darkness. There is no internet. There are no phone lines. Why? So they can commit their crimes in the dark and then tell us that we are the aggressors and the perpetrators, and then tell us that we deserve to die. I want to lift up a prayer for my beloveds who slept last night, who spent the day since 3:15 p.m. yesterday into the night, and now at this hour who still do not know if their family is dead or alive in Gaza. I want to lift up a prayer for how cruel this is and how much healing it requires. They have told us that Palestinians are not human, but they have lost their humanity. It is them who have lost their humanity. I want to lift up the Palestinian journalists who became journalists to report the news, not to be heroes, not to be heroes. Rushdie Sarraj should be with us and with his young baby boy. Shireen Abu Akleh should be with us and with her family. Wa'el Dahduh, Allah yahmik ya Wa'el Dahduh, who got the news that his wife and 2 children were murdered while he was on the air. Who bid them farewell, and Wa'el got in front of a screen today to continue reporting because he believes in a free Palestine. Because he believes in a humanity that has been lost. And we are here because we are fighting for that humanity. My friend tonight told me it is her birthday, and for this, may she live many, many years in health, many, many years in abundance, many, many years to see a free Palestine. And ask for one thing, which is to encourage you to keep going. Do not stop. Do not be intimidated. Do not be harassed. They can take one. They cannot take us all. Keep protesting. Keep coming out. Keep speaking. Keep agitating. Keep talking. Keep